visit, I hope. And I wanted to show you what Tim made for my birthday. It's called a shawl in a ball. And this is what it looks like. And I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it's very variegated. And I love it. So that's what I got. And Tom got a knitted hat, you know, one of those stocking caps, and he likes his. But what I want to talk to you today about is not about my gift, but sometimes I watch the Hearitness approach. Well, I watch them quite often, and sometimes I envy how well Jim and Brenda work together. After all these years of being happily married, Tom and I don't always work well together. I'm sort of a slam bang or slam bam or whatever it is type person, and I want to get it done. And he's into these details that take time, and I don't know how things are supposed to be done, so lots of times I think, hey, it would work this way, and he says, no, that's not how it's supposed to be. So anyway, what I have found really helps Tom is if I'm in the kitchen making something good to eat and he's out working. But once in a while, we really have to do a project together. And this morning, we did one, and I think we did it well. But what happened was, we knew we need to make our little outside chicken pen bigger because they're growing and they needed more area. The box that we put them in at night is way too small, but actually what they do mainly in that box now is just sleep. So it's okay, and I think they're too small still to go in their own little house and yard because it gets sort of cool here at night even though the days are quite warm. So he went out to make it yesterday, and in the process he fell, and it was a bad fall. And he had come in to ask if I would help. I said I would, and he went back out. Well, by the time I got back out, he'd fallen right on the patio where there's no, you know, it's not grass or dirt, it's hard cement, pavers. And fortunately, neighbor's son was still there to help me because I could not get him up by myself. And so neighbor's son came over and helped, but it left the job undone. This morning, Tom got up even before I did to go out and work on it. Well, then he realized he really needed help to finish. So I went out, and together we got it finished. And for us old two people, I think we did pretty good. And it doesn't look real fancy, but I'm going to take you out and show you what we did. And we did it together. And together we got it done. He had fallen right down here, and he was right there. And I couldn't really get him up. And I worked a while at doing it. I texted neighbor's son, and he was on his way to vote, but he came and he helped get Tom up. And Tom's bumped and bruised, but we don't think there's anything broken. And he's resting today after helping me. But this is what we did. Yesterday they had to here, but today they've got clear over here. And I wish they were running around like they did when they first came up, but now I can only reach to put the food and water at this end. So there they are down, but before they were racing back and forth the whole pen. And it was really neat to see. Hello, chickies. There. And we did it good together. And like I say, there's lots of times I sort of envy watching Jim and Rinda how well they work together. But each couple have to make their own way and have to make it work well for them. And like I say, I've learned how to help Tom is to keep him fed and happy. But today we did good and we made that. So I'm just going to show you that, and Tom is in resting, getting over his bumps and bruises. Bye now. Bye, chickies.